The War Council chamber aboard the hegemony flagship Eternal Dominance fell silent as Admiral Vextai's words echoed through the crystalline walls. The assembled fleet commanders, representatives from 12 different species that made up the galactic hegemony, stared at him with expressions ranging from confusion to outright disbelief. "Repeat that, Admiral," Commander Zephys of the Altarian Empire said, her serpentine head tilting. "Did you just advise us to avoid engaging the humans?" Vextai, a battle-scarred veteran of countless campaigns across 3 centuries, nodded gravely. His forearms gestured to the holographic display showing the human fleet positioned near the contested Kepler 442 system. "I have studied their military doctrine extensively since first contact. Trust me when I say this, do not attack the humans. They will never let you flee." A chorus of incredulous chittering, clicking, and growling filled the chamber. General Thork of the Brutanian clan slammed his massive fist on the conference table, causing several smaller delegates to jump. "Preposterous," Thork bellowed. "The humans are a young species. Their ships are primitive, their weapons outdated. We have defeated civilizations that had mastered interstellar travel, while these mammals were still discovering fire. That," Vextai said quietly, "is precisely why you should fear them." The Admiral activated another hologram, showing tactical data from recent skirmishes. 3 months ago, Captain Yilthak of the 6th Assault Fleet engaged a human convoy near the Proxima Centauri system. It was meant to be a simple raid, 12 human cargo vessels with a light escort of 6 destroyers against Yilthak's battlecruiser and support fleet. The assembled commanders leaned forward, studying the data. "The engagement lasted 4 minutes, Vextai continued. The humans lost 2 cargo ships and 1 destroyer. Captain Yilthak achieved tactical victory and withdrew as planned." "Then what is your point?" asked Dr. Synthesis, the AI representative from the Machine Collective. Vextai's expression darkened. "The humans followed him. For 47 days, across 17 star systems, through 3 different galactic sectors. They pursued Captain Yilthak's fleet without rest, without mercy, without any regard for tactical convention." The chamber grew uncomfortably quiet. They attacked him at Rigel Station while he was refueling. They harassed his supply lines. They intercepted his communications and somehow convinced 2 of his Catherian allies to abandon him. When Yilthak tried to hide in the asteroid fields of the Vega system, they systematically searched every rock, every debris field, until they found him. Commander Zephys shifted uneasily. "What happened to him?" "The humans didn't just destroy his fleet," Vextai said. "They captured Yilthak alive. He is currently imprisoned on Earth, awaiting what they call a war crimes tribunal. But that's not the end of it. The humans then tracked down every single ship that had served under Yilthak's command during the past 5 years. They found his supply bases, his hidden weapon caches, even his family's estate on Kepler 186b. The silence stretched long enough to become oppressive. "You're describing an obsession," Dr. Synthesis observed. "No," Vextai corrected. "I'm describing human nature. They call it justice, but it's something far more terrifying. It's inevitability. When you attack a human, you don't just start a battle. You start a relationship that will end only when they decide it's over." General Thork scoffed, but his voice lacked its earlier conviction. "One example proves nothing." Vextai waved his hand and dozens of tactical reports appeared in the air around them. The Battle of Wolf 359. Humans pursued the Hegemony 3rd Fleet for 2 years. The Tau Ceti incident. Humans spent 6 months hunting down a single raider who had destroyed one of their research stations. The Europa Station bombing. The humans tracked the perpetrators across half the galaxy, infiltrated their homeworld, and extracted them for trial. In every case, once you engage humans in combat, they will follow you to the heat death of the universe if necessary. Commander Zephys studied the reports with growing unease. Their tactics, they're not conventional. Look at this, they violated 17 different rules of interstellar warfare. Humans don't recognize those rules, Vextai explained. They have their own code, their own sense of justice. And once you've wronged them in their eyes, you become their singular focus. They don't tire, they don't forget, and they absolutely never forgive. Surely their government can be reasoned with, suggested Counselor Nimath of the Ethereal Conclave. Their government? Vextai's laugh was bitter. That's another thing you must understand about humans. When someone attacks them, their entire species takes it personally. Their government doesn't need to order retaliation. Their civilians demand it. Their corporations fund it. Their scientists invent new ways to accomplish it. They become a species with a single mind focused on one goal, making you pay. The War Council exchanged worried glances. They had come here prepared to discuss the conquest of human space, the division of their resources, the enslavement of their population. Now the very thought seemed less like opportunity and more like suicide. What do you recommend? Commander Zephys asked finally. Vexti gestured toward the human fleet formation. Leave them alone. Find a different species to conquer, a different system to exploit. Because if you attack the humans, if you kill even one of them, you will have declared war not just on their military, but on their entire existence. And they will never ever let you flee from the consequences of that choice. As the council members filed out, each lost in troubled thoughts, Admiral Vexti remained behind, staring at the human ships through the viewport. He had spent his entire career as a predator, hunting weaker species across the galaxy. But the humans were something else entirely. They were the species that turned predators into prey, and they never stopped hunting until justice was served.